Hello everyone. In present lecture we will discuss the different lubrication systems used in internal combustion engines. So as we know the importance of lubrication, all parts needs lubrication so that the heat generated from the engine will be carried and also the friction in the engine components will be reduced, which shall result in higher efficiency of the engine. So there are different lubrication systems being implemented in engine. Basically we can categorize these systems into three types. First is splash and pressure feed weight sump lubrication system. Then we have pressure feed weight sump lubrication system, and then we have pressure feed drive sump lubrication system. So let us understand the working of all these systems one by one. So first system is splash and pressure feed weight sump lubrication system. So let us see the different components of the system and try to understand how lubrication will be done for different components of the engine. So the components are, this one is the sump at the bottom. The function of the sump is to store the lubricating oil required for lubrication of the components. So it's a kind of a storage tank, we can call it as. So here lubricating oil is placed and we have one oil pump whose function is to pump the oil to the lubrication system. We have one strainer provided here in the sump which is connected to the oil sump. So oil sump will extract the lubricating oil through the sump, but it will pass through the strainer whose function is to just do the filtration of the oil. And then through the pump the pressurized oil will be coming into the oil galleries. Oil galleries are nothing but the pipings through which oil will be flowing. So you can see this is the oil gallery and there are different oil troughs to contain the oil, to hold the oil temporarily, and there are scoops provided for individual the connecting rods. Scoop is nothing but a kind of you can call it as a bucket or a larger spoon which is arranged in such a way that the connecting rod will always splash the oil from the scoop on inner side of the piston. Every time when it will be running, it will go through the scoop and it will splash the oil. So that's why it is called as splashed system also. Splash and pressure feed system. There is splashing of oil also. So there will be number of scoops provided, and you can see this is the piston for certain cylinder, and then this is the connecting rod, and it is splashing oil through the scoop. So oil will be splashed everywhere. You can see this is the crankshaft, this is the camshaft. So oil will be splashed by the CR into through the scoop, and then it will be passing through the different oil holes provided in different components. So those components will be lubricated. So you can see the arrangement here, and again oil will be splashed on the camshaft also. So this way, and now after splashing the oil, the oil will again be falling into the sump. So this will be continued, and oil pump will again pump the oil into the system. So as a splashing action is also used and pressure pump is also used, that's why it is called as splash and pressure feed weight sump. Weight sump means sump will act as a tank. Lubricating oil will be stored in the sump. That's why it is called as weight sump lubrication system. So this is the first system. Now let us see the next system of lubrication. This is another diagram showing the arrangement of splash and pressure feed weight sump lubrication. See the crankshaft. The timing gear will be lubricated. The rocker shaft valves will be lubricated. Camshaft. Splashed oil will lubricate everything. These are the oil galleries shown. So another lubrication system is pressure feed weight sump system. So why it is pressure feed and not splash system? So the reason is here there are no troughs being used or scoops are being used here. So there is no splashing action of the oil. The oil will reach to the individual components where lubrication should be provided through oil gallery only. So you can see the arrangement is same. We have oil pump which will pump the oil into the gallery, and these galleries are branched to individual components where you need to supply the lubricating oil. So you can see oil gallery, again one branch is reaching to the individual those locations where lubrication should be provided, and then we have oil holes in the components through which the oil will be carried everywhere to the bearings and to the timing gear and then to the valve operating mechanism, different components like rocker, push rod, valves. You can see the oil galleries. So everything shown by the green color here are the oil galleries through which pressurized oil, lubricating oil will be circulated at the different parts. And then again the oil will fall in the sump. That's why it is a weight sump also, but not splash. That's why pressure feed weight sump system. So this is the second system, and the third system is called as pressure feed dry sump lubrication system. So pressure feed, that means oil pump will be pressurizing the oil, and dry sump. Now here a dry word is used and not wet. Now let us try to understand the reason for this. Look here, the arrangement is slightly different than the previous two systems. We have a separate oil tank being used for supplying the oil to the different components. So a separate oil tank is used, and there is oil pump placed in the tank which will pressurize the oil from the tank and it will supply it to the oil galleries. And then obviously the oil will reach to the different locations where lubrication is to be provided, and then the oil will fall into the sump. So here the function of sump is to just collect the oil which is falling and not to store the oil. It is just to collect the oil. That's why this is not a storage tank, it is just a collection tank. That's why it is called as a dry sump system. So it will store, and again through strainer it will be pumped. Now this pump is named as scavenging pump and not oil pump. Scavenging means to throw out, isn't it? to throw out from the system. So it will scavenge, means it will throw out the oil from this sump, and it will throw where? It will throw into the oil tank, and another oil pump in the tank will pressurize the oil, and that will supply it to the oil galleries. Always a pressure gauge is provided over for the system, which will monitor the pressure in the oil gallery. That pressure should be maintained always, so that we can assure that oil will always be reaching to the different components where lubrication is required. So this way these three lubrication systems are being used in engines for engine lubrication. Thanks for watching. Thank you.